27, 2026. Welcome to my channel. At Canuck, my team works around the clock to bring you the headlines from around the globe. In 5 minutes, you'll be the smartest person at the watering hole. People want to be your friend just because you are so well informed and suddenly quite attractive. Let me know how that works. Welcome everybody. Please hit the subscribe button even though you have no idea if this channel's any good at all. You just started listening, so here we go. First headline today, Canada, 12 industries where Canada has no plan B if US walks away. Well, that 12 industries is going to turn into about every industry in Canada if the US walks away. These politicians, they think that they're playing games with other people's lives and there are no consequences. Well, here you go. We're about to find out, aren't we? What else we got here? That was Google. They give you all sorts of weird stuff. Canada's in a bit of trouble here. Scientists predict how and when humanity will go extinct with warnings way back. Okay, well, that's come from the Daily Galaxy. Guess what? We won't pay attention to that. Okay, The Independent, another worthy rag. Strong earthquakes hits 2 countries as residents flee their homes. Well, I don't know about you, but there's been earthquakes hitting this planet really, really hard for the last week. Well, forever, but the last week getting worse. And a guy named Stefan Burns, he's a geophysicist and kind of a weird guy, but he has definitely been bang on when it comes to his predictions. And it's a pretty good, reliable source of information, even though you have to watch him regular to get the details. Because it's going on and on and on. We got sunspots, we got earthquakes, we got all sorts of interesting weather patterns going on. They're calling for a Super El Nino. Yeah, well, that doesn't really help us out much at all. There's all this war and shit going on. Russia's in trouble because goddamn Ukrainians are stubborn assholes, aren't they? Yes, they just want their freedom. How rude of them. But they're making some headway. The Russians are taking a bit of a kicking, and the Ukrainians are getting a bit of a kicking, and there's lots of people dying, and it's still going on. So I don't know what they're going to do to figure that part out. They're going to have to settle that somehow, and maybe Ukraine will straighten out and become a reliable country and not a corrupt one like it was. Useful for the West and the East, but it definitely shouldn't go back to that state ever again because look where we are today. Iran is definitely another interesting party. They signed a truce that lasted all of about an hour. And then they started lobbing bombs at their friends again. I think Bahrain got one, and they hit a ship. They threw 4 drones at that, and the U.S. got 3 of them, but they missed one. So they damaged another Singaporean ship. Well, here we go. I guess it's not over yet. And I don't know anybody that would have bet that the IRGC was going to just fold over and surrender after 40-some years of ruling the earth and having their way with their own goats. And yeah, nothing wrong with the Muslim people. A lot of my friends are very good Muslims. But this Shiite Islamic radicalism, yeah, I think the whole world can stand up and say that any religion that says it's got to kill people isn't a religion anymore. It's a theology, and it's got to be rooted out, man. It's got to be rooted out. So there you go. The world's going for shit. Japan got a whole bunch of earthquakes, and we're looking at some tsunami warnings. You're looking at all sorts of bad weather, and Canada's getting slammed again with, now it's wet. Tornadoes across the Mideast and moving further and further up into the Northeast. I'm seeing that pattern every day getting worse. So hang on to it. Make sure you guys got your warm woolies. And don't forget, stock up on beer.